So guys, I wanted to give you an update for the go-kart. So here it is. Today, I actually luckily got everything that I ordered that I need. I bought some pillow blocks for the bearings. Um, I actually bought 4 just because, I guess. I got a throttle cable, which is in this bag here. Got a throttle cable. I got the same cable I got with the truck. I just figured it was easy to use, so I figured I'd do it with that. The engine, the carburetor is like gummed up or something, and it won't stay running. So I bought a new carburetor for it. So I got a new carb for that. So I think this is probably what I'll do today because it's kind of late and I don't want to cut and weld. So that's the only thing that really doesn't, make a lot of noise. Another thing is I got two hubs. One's in the pack, and then I also got a sprocket. I put the hub loosely on the sprocket, but we got a 60 tooth sprocket for the axle, and it's a 14 tooth on the clutch. So another thing I got is the brake. I just got a drum brake. This is what I use on everything because, well, it's easy to hook up and it's not as expensive as disc brakes. So I'll be honest with you. This build is we're trying to be as cheap as possible. So far in this build, the only thing that we bought were this stuff. Everything else we bought like last year or a couple years ago, and a lot of it's just stuff we already have. So far this is the cheapest build so far. So I'm gonna get to work on the carburetor, and I hope you guys enjoy this series of builds. So guys, uh, got the engine on, and I ended up putting the axle together. I didn't want to bore you with putting that on, so I got a 60 tooth chain and a 4 on the axle and a 14 on the clutch. Got the brake on, got a new carburetor on. Alright guys, so we're working on the go-kart again, and we got the front end here. I ended up cutting off the wheelbarrow pieces because we just had it for mock-up, and with these tires that are on the end on the go-kart itself, they're a bit wide, so we have to widen them anyhow. So what we're going to do is this part right here, we're going to add a piece of angle iron, which is actually bed frame, but we're going to use the bed frame to go here, and it's going to go across here and down like this, and we're going to use it to put it on this part, and it's going to be on a hinge, so it could be easier to so we could lift it up so it's easier for Mikey or anybody to get in and out of it. So right now what I'm doing is removing this, which used to hold the old gas tank. So guys, we got this front piece welded on, and with the way it's looking and turning out, we're not really too sure if we still want to go with the police idea with this front end. So I noticed one of my subscribers, his profile picture was an old Woody. So we're going to change this up and do it as an old surf style Woody. And the subscriber, his name's I believe Donovan Hagel. I'll put up the profile picture so you guys can see what I'm going with. And just with our own little twist with it though. So hopefully you guys enjoy this build, but we are going to do the cop car, but just later on, because the way the engine is and stuff, we need to redraw that one out. So we're going to go with the old Woody, so stay tuned for more. Now that we know which direction we're going with on the go-kart, now it's time to figure out how we're going to do the frame to figure out the, Woody body. We're going to have it like off of the frame, like from the frame to about like here, about like 3 feet, just so it could clear me. And I'm about 5'10", 5'11", so that's I'm not the smallest fella, but we have the seat leaned back a bit, so it kind of sinks me down a bit too. But we're trying to make it so if like my dad, he's 6 foot, I want it to be like if he wanted to ride it, he could fit in and ride it. So we needed about like 3 feet from the frame up here, and we're trying to figure out, because we're at the part where it's like a whole lot of staring at it and trying to figure out what to do next. And we got the front on, this is welded on, so this is permanent to the body. And before we do the before we have to do the fenders, I think having some stuff here would help. So we're thinking to get metal, like pieces of metal, and come up off of the frame to kind of at like different spots, and then like up here, so like up here would be a short little frame, but then we would bring it across to kind of box it in, and then put wood on it to kind of make the Woody look. But we're also wanting one whole side to open up, so we'll have this where this opens like this, and then one side would open up like a door. And usually Woodies are four doors, so on one side it'll have 2 small doors, and then on the other side 2 small doors, but the 2 doors will open, so you would get this whole side to open, this to hinge up, make it easier to get in. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I would have liked to done more, but this weekend we are actually going to Woodward.
Yes! Awesome!
And hopefully meeting up with Howard. So that's why I'm waxing Kristen's car. This is the car we chose to bring, and I couldn't do a video preparing for this because this one's pretty good. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I hope you guys enjoyed your cruise down the Lashment Road.